They have not even bothered to put a description on this one. Mainly because it came from America. What's better than a package? Oh my god, another box all the way over in the package. Ah. South Park bus stop. Yeah, and the sucky thing is, to make the complete bus stop with the other two figures, you had to get this set, which I've done. Let's see, off the top of my head. Oh yeah, typical McFarlane quality. Stan has a red blotch on his chin. He has red paint there, red paint in the eyes. Boy, McFarlane doesn't give two shits. They just throw paint any fucking where. As we saw with Steven Universe. And everything else they do. Giant box, and zero idea what it is. Ah. Right off the bat, let's see. There's Cartman. And, of course, it's a McFarlane toy, so the paint has to be wretched. His eye has a little bit of a blemish going on, and the blue paint on his cap is warped and fucked up. Of course, because it is McFarlane. And the whole point to getting this set is to combine it with this set. Yeah, I couldn't really give two craps about the classroom set. It's cute, it's nice, you know. I'll probably even build it, but it's not really what I got it for. I got this just so I could have their bus stop and all four of them there. These two guys come in here as well as him, and these two guys come in that. And as I just mentioned, the paint job on him is shitty. Well, let's see how shitty everything is. Okay, there's Kenny's head. And again, it is McFarlane, so his eye paint has to be fucking wretched. It is. Way to go, McFarlane. You suck. The way McFarlane has been doing their renditions of Lego sets is by they'll have one character showing in the front, and the rest, any others, will be inside the box, inside multiple different bags, which is kind of smart because, I mean, if someone can technically, you know, cut into that in the store and rip out one figure, but they're not going to get all the figures, and that's kind of funny. I kind of appreciate that kind of thought. Also, I'm sure it helps them cut down on assembly. It's easier to assemble one figure than to assemble a whole shitload. Well, one or two. Yeah, I'll just keep him in there for the moment. As with McFarlane things, luckily, this instruction booklet is not bent because it does in fact have stickers inside. Oh, it's a sticker? Really? I was hoping it was plastic. They're so cheap. Cool sticker, though. The rest of Kenny should be... Here it is. Okay, here's Kenny's body. Flat on one side, kind of rotund on the front. I'm guessing that this would be placed over the not rotund part. This would be placed there. Man, that is really fine detail, actually. Is it fucked? I think it is. What the fuck am I looking at? What the fuck? Okay, here's Kenny, right? He has two straps coming down off of his jacket. I don't know what I'm looking at here. It's like one's all the way up here. Okay, is it bent? Does it turn? What the fuck am I looking at? Dude, is it broken? You know what? It looks like it's partially... It's turning white. I'm probably going to have to glue it if it breaks. Wow, that is shitty. It's so thin. Of course it's going to be a problem. Don't they understand these things? Fucking McFarlane. You know, funny story about me and McFarlane. I actually called up the Howard Stern show back in 1988, and I got on Todd McFarlane about his figures falling apart. You know, because my cousin and I, it's like we would be having we'd be buying McFarlane stuff, and well, what do you know? The shit is just constantly breaking as we take them out of the package, even, which is just bullshit, you know. And I pretty much told him so. And I get on the phone, and you know, I made fun of him, kind of, and and Stuttering John was on the phone with me, and he goes, "Okay, do you have anything else to say to Howard?" And I'm like, or you know, to Todd, and I'm like, yeah, I want to point out that his answer that it was only with one batch of toys from the manga line that wasn't cooked properly that was broken. I go, that wasn't true. That it was more than that. It was it's like every single McFarlane line has issues like this. He goes, "Okay, stay on the line," and then before he gets back to me, he just hangs up and he goes, or he comes to me and he goes, "Okay, you're done." And I'm like, "What?" And he just like hangs up, and I'm like, "What a fucking stuttering piece of shit." And you know, that pissed me off. He just hung right up on me. Cocksucker. You know what? Let me get this out of here. Yeah, I've been wanting to do an animation for that audio, because I did save the audio. I actually found a file on the internet one year and downloaded it. So I have the audio of that episode of me on Howard Stern. But every time I've thought about buying like a Wacom tablet or a Huion to animate it, make it funny, I never have $300 laying around, so yeah, well, you can always hit the Patreon if you want to see that shit. Yeah, wow, it's too bad these are painted so bad. Like, I mean, it's not something you could even go back and fix, really. They're just fucked. They're just fucked. And the shitty thing is, you know, they never showed up in Walmart or anything that I know of, so it's like, you pretty much have to buy them online without really knowing what you're getting. I mean, like, for instance, look at these Steven Universe sets. I bought a shitload of them because they were discounted to ridiculous prices. But as you can see, I mean, my God. Here, take a look at this little montage thing here. Just look at how shitty, how many of them were shitty on the shelves. Steven Universe and Rick and Morty. It's absolutely hideous. See, this is crazy. Rick and Morty large construction set, $7. I don't know if you can see this, but his eyes are all fucked up. And his eyes are all fucked up. And his eyes are all fucked up. And his eyes are all fucked up. Ridiculous. Of course, we have an instruction booklet and the stickers just bopping around all loose. Really not that professional. Hamster tank, fish tank, blackboard, homework assignments, school rules. Why would they put that there? Fire, fourth grade, go cows. That's kind of funny. And the alphabet. I wonder if the alphabet's right. Yeah, I thought maybe the alphabet would have something funny written in there, actually, but no, they stuck to the legitness of it. Okay. In any case, there is quite a bit of pieces in this. Perhaps too many to have on camera at one time. Yeah, you know you're probably in for a bad sign when you have a Ziploc or a tiny baggie with just one hand in it. Yeah, that's not promising. Okay, Kenny's shit. Stan is shit. How about you, Kyle? Kyle's not painted too bad. He has a blemish there. Flashing there. No paint there. Compared to the other ones, though, he's actually not too bad. So, looks like Kyle's coming out ahead so far. Ahead. Mr. Garrison looks so... No, he doesn't. He looks like shit. Paint scratch missing there. Paint. God. Fucking McFarlane. Seriously. As I already showed, Eric looks like shit, too. Ugh. It's like everybody's wrong. Everybody's just really shitty made. Look at that. It's like... I don't even know what happened there. It's like they painted it yellow and then they just scraped it somehow. Outside the lines, mold lines, Big giant knobs. Dicks. I swear. And shouldn't Eric be taller than them? I don't know. And there's actually a sixth figure here. Let's see how he's painted. Mr. Hat. Oh boy. Okay, it's official. None of them look good. Wow. No paint on. Well, his paint's all fucked up on that hand. Fucked up paint. Everything's wrong on this one. All the characters are fine as long as you look at them from a couple feet away. That's a sad thing. Okay, let's see if that hand issue is an issue or not. I'm really kind of bugged about that because I don't know if... I'll probably have to... Ew, there's another head in here. It's actually not badly painted. Huh, go figure. Was that Beethoven or something? I don't know. If he is missing a hand, Mr. Garrison, I think that would be, then I'll probably have to steal one off of one of the multiples of Steven Universe sets I got. Probably one of Pearl's hands.
Oh, you are just so...
And if it is missing a hand or more, I won't even feel bad at the seller. I won't even cause them trouble because I know what McFarlane is. I know what I'm getting into. It's not the seller's fault. McFarlane just doesn't give a fuck. Little rat to eat Kenny, which is appropriate. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other fleshy hands. That's bullshit. Fucking McFarlane. McFarlane toys, really their only shtick is the fact that they make toys that look dirty. And, you know, back in the Spawn days, that was acceptable to a point, you know? Except where you had things that had to be looking good, and they still couldn't do that. But here it is, the year 2018. You know, 20 years after I called him up on the air to tell him his toys were shitty, and the toys are still shitty. So, you know, my God. After 20 years, everything is still exactly the same with Todd McFarlane. Isn't that funny? 20 years and your company shows no improvement as far as quality control. That's just fucked up. Okay, that's supposed to sit flush like that, but as you can see, it has been molded, warped. Now I gotta bend it as I see it turning white. Oh, you fucking pricks. Fucking McFarlane. That should be the name of this video. Fucking McFarlane. Mr. Garrison does oh, well, that explains a bit. The reason he has only one hand is because Mr. What the fuck? I was gonna call him Mr. Hanky. Okay, he doesn't have another hand because he has Mr. Hat as his other hand. Okay, so that at least makes sense. As for the paint jobs, holy fuck. He still thinks he's making like dirty boots on an action figure, but he makes the whole action figure the painted equivalent of dirty boots. I mean, come on. It would be okay if these guys went out mudding or something, but you know, they're not doing that. Let's see. That was his, right? Yes. Where's his legs? You know what? You know what? I can make this easier on myself. I have an unspoken rule whereby every once in a while, just buy these damn shoe boxes. They're only $1. Sometimes you can get them cheaper in a pack of 10. Just get them. Get them. Even if you have a wall stacked up of them. It's still easier than having shit not in boxes. So to make my life easier, I shall move these bags over here. And I'm also trying to find a part, and it's hard to sift through 9 billion bags. Oh, where are his hips? Okay. My life has now been made significant... Oh, Jesus, can I keep hitting that? Significantly easier. Okay, where's his torso, though? Oh, fuck. Wait. No, they did, didn't they? Okay, that's much better. I was like, oh no, they gave me two of the same damn leg. Because even though it's subtle, one foot is actually sticking out a little bit more. Speaking of sticking out, I have to bend this one and turn this one white too. Where does that part go? Oh, I guess that's his gut or something. That's really awkward. You know, it's funny. Here it is. I haven't even used this toy yet. And that is so white right there. Oh my god. It's like right where this peg meets the hand, it is totally white, like it's been crushed or stepped on. I fucking hate McFarlane. Ugh. Carefully. Okay. That one looks fine. The other one, sloppy. Sloppy manufacturing. Oh god, what the fuck? Here we go again. Dude, wait a minute. This was the one that was in the packaging window. They had them assembled wrong in the window. Oh my god. Okay, well these guys are taken care of. I think I'll turn this off for a moment and then just go build this real fast, just because, you know, I want to see that. Okay. Here's this completely built as much as I can, and here's this built as much as I can. So, what's my verdict on these? What are the issues? Is more the question. First off, here's the parts that are left over. An extra case of books, an extra school chair, some parts. And this part is important, because here you have the street sign, right? The street sign is supposed to go like this. It's supposed to fit right on there, and then you plug it in there, and everything's fine. Yeah, doesn't happen. This thing has absolutely zero tension. The only way I can actually do it is if I put it in like that. See, but then that falls out. I mean, it's multiple problems here. I mean, if you put it directly in the center, it has zero tension. If you put it here, it does stay. But then, when you go to put this in here, well, it doesn't stay up very well. It keeps wanting to slide down. I mean, it's like you have to turn this until you find the the seam on it, until it doesn't want to fall over anymore. And that is balls, because it shouldn't be that touchy. Notice I didn't put stickers on these yet. Putting this together, it pretty much, out of every McFarlane toy I've pretty much put together, this one was actually the easiest. It's probably the largest one, and it was the easiest. Go figure. I noticed one thing right away. Here it comes with a Mr. Garrison's chair is red, or reddish brown, and in the images it's not. But other than that, it's pretty darn accurate. I really like that set, actually more than I thought I would. And also for the price, which is rather cheap, you're getting a hell of a lot of bricks there. I mean, can you imagine this going all the way around like this? I mean, my god, that would be just 2 sets worth. I have the Rick and Morty garage set, and that thing is tiny in comparison. But yeah, it's not too bad. As for this, I don't know. I mean, I mainly just wanted these guys because, you know, they are who they are, but the paint jobs just made it really unhappy. Oh my god, Carton I think might be too much of a fat ass to let Stan stay on there. Let me see. Yeah, they're gonna be holding hands. How the hell do you do that? Then he holds hands with him. What a fucking fat ass. I'd have to put Cartman over here to make Stan able to see. Oh god. Yeah, they're kind of wobbly in that respect. Yeah, Cartman's too much of a fat ass to be on that side. He should be right here, shouldn't he? I think it is. Here. Okay. Oh, maybe if I... See, I can put it here and I can put it here and it'll stay rigid. Here, it does not stay rigid. Even if I squish it tight. No, he's just kind of on there loose, and that's really the only way to have him in that position. Ugh. Now it looks like he's trying to hold hands and be all gay and stuff. That doesn't work. Yeah, well, is what it is. I'm really not impressed with the paint jobs, as I've said for the millionth time now. I'm not impressed with Mr. Garrison not coming with his other hand or arm to support that. But, you know, they're not terrible sets by any means. It's just, the reason you're buying them is for these guys. And, I mean, look, this is unacceptable. I totally see that breaking. I'll probably have to take a hairdryer to that, make them stay further down, and actually very finely paint the cords going up to his neck. Because as it is, it doesn't quite jive. And there's a million paint problems on this that you're probably not seeing on camera, but I am seeing. I also hate how very tall his head is. Is that supposed to be that way? He looks like he's towering over Cartman. Oh, God. Compared to the Rick and Morty sets, this is way better. Compared even to the Steven Universe sets, these are way better. And that's sad because, you know, I'd really hoped the Steven Universe sets were better. And what's weird is, I mean, with Steven Universe, they had problems that even these ones didn't. I bought Pearl, and I bought multiples because of the fact that, well, they were really, really cheaply discounted. And one Pearl would be painted decent and be made of hard plastic. But then you would have another one where she was made of mushy plastic and the paint job was all shitty. And that's weird because they are the same toy, you know? It's kind of like back when what was it? Playmates had a classic Star Trek bridge set, you know, with like 6 or 7 figures in it. And I bought a couple of those because, you know, I thought they would be worth something back then. And it's like, I noticed that there were differences. Like you had Chekhov, and he would have a plastic flesh head. And then the one in the other box, identical figure, would have a flesh painted head. And it was really weird. And McFarlane is doing that same thing, which is just really, really odd. And I don't like that. I mean, I understand they have to use different machines when mass producing something, but man, make them more uniform, you know? And the other unfortunate thing about the Steven Universe sets was Garnet. I mean, the literature in McFarlane toys and in McFarlane ads showed her with her glasses. I have never seen a specimen with her glasses on, which is crazy because that's what she looks like 90% of the time. Yeah. McFarlane, the year 2018, or, well, actually, this would be 2016, 2017. McFarlane still sucks ass. Yeah. Stick to the dirty figures. You can't do clean. These are supposed to be clean characters, you know, on, you know, cells and stuff. You can't do that, McFarlane. You clearly can't. These are nice sets, though. These two are way better than the Rick and Morty sets. Okay, that's enough. I could have really gone for a couple more of these rats to, like, mess with Kenny.
Here to present the award for the environmental essay to our own Eric Kaufman.
Cartman, goddammit!